નમસ્કાર, આપ જોઈ રહ્યા છો વાઇબ્સ ઓફ ઇન્ડિયા અને હું છું આપની સાથે નતાશા. દર્શક મિત્રો, આજે એક એવા વ્યક્તિને મળીશું, તેમની પાસેથી જાણીશું કે આખરે બિઝનેસમાં આટલા વર્ષો આપ્યા બાદ અત્યારની તેમની સિચ્યુએશન સાથે જ તેમનું ગાઈડન્સ જે આગળના ભવિષ્યને ખૂબ મદદગાર બની શકે, ન માત્ર તેમના પરિવારજનો માટે પણ આ એપિસોડ જે લોકો જોઈ રહ્યા છે તે સૌ કોઈ માટે. આજે આપણે મળવાના છે બકેરી ગ્રુપ, જે ખૂબ પ્રચલિત છે માત્ર અમદાવાદ, માત્ર ગુજરાતમાં જ નહીં પરંતુ સમગ્ર ભારત દેશમાં, ખાસ કરીને મુંબઈ, મહારાષ્ટ્રમાં પણ. એની પાછળના શું કારણો છે તે જાણીશું. આજે 64 વર્ષ પૂરા કરીને બકેરી ગ્રુપે જેટલા પરિવારોને એક આશરો આપ્યો છે, એ તમામ વસ્તુઓ આજે જાણવાનો પ્રભુત્વ મળ્યું છે, આજે જાણવાનો હેતુ છે એવા બકેરી ગ્રુપના એક્સ ચેરમેન, જે હાલમાં જ રિટાયર થયા છે, તેવા મિસ્ટર અનિલ બકેરી સાથે. બકેરી ગ્રુપનું નામ આપ સૌએ સાંભળ્યું હશે, પણ આજે વાત કરીશું એક એવા વ્યક્તિત્વ સાથે કે જેમણે વર્ષો નહીં પણ અમુક દાયકાઓ આપ્યા છે, ન માત્ર આ બિઝનેસને પણ આ શહેરને, આપણા રાજ્યને. એ પણ આઝાદી પહેલાં કહો કાં તો પછી કહો, પણ હા, એમણે આ સ્ટ્રગલ જોઈ છે, આ પીરિયડ જોયો છે. આપણી સાથે છે બકેરી ગ્રુપના ચેરપર્સન મિસ્ટર અનિલ બકેરી સર. નો મોર લાઈક હવે રિટાયર થયા છે, પણ એક્સ ચેરપર્સન મિસ્ટર અનિલ બકેરી. અનિલજી, વેલકમ ટુ વાઇબ્સ ઓફ ઇન્ડિયા.
Beg your pardon?
Welcome to Vibes of India.
Yes.
Welcome to Vibes of India and our talk this day.
Yes.
So first of all, I would love to know the fact that how about your alma mater, your social life, your family life, and then how did you start this business here itself in Ahmedabad?
As I told you, I mean, my father was, when I was following, in my formative years, my father was in the government.
Right.
And that time, it was Bombay's presidency, not even Bombay state. Much before 1935, when Sindh and Karnataka, apart from Maharashtra and Gujarat, were part of one legal administration called Bombay Presidency.
Right.
And my father used to be posted, he had been posted all the way from Sindh during this period of about 35, 40 years.
Right.
But when I was growing, he was in Karwar, Ratnagiri, Kolhapur, Mumbai, Pune, Surat, Ahmedabad, Godhra, Himatnagar, and many other places in the state.
Right.
So my mother and my family could not have social roots,
Right. Right.
which was very important.
Yeah.
But he could, because he every 2 years
He kept on
he
shifting.
kept on shifting.
Right. Right.
And I had several alma maters.
Right, of course. As we discussed, yes, you have. But the pile was to know the fact that why this place, why Ahmedabad, why Gujarat, and when it's been 64 years since Bakeri Group started, and they have entered, recently they have entered 65th year of the excellence. So that is what the fact is.
You see, I started, as I said, my mother was so tired of being shifted from thrown off. So she said, select a business where you can stay at one place
Right.
and manage your affairs well.
Wow, okay.
And secondly, most of my principles
Right.
for business and personal life were formed under my parents. And even I remember my early childhood, municipal school teachers,
Right.
they imbibed not only good education, but they imbibe good values in the human beings to be.
Right.
So, concern for others,
Right.
compassion,
Right.
empathy, There is a difference between compassion and
And
empathy.
empathy, right.
Then giving back to the society at large.
Yeah.
All that I learned
In your municipal school days.
municipal schools.
Wow. I mean, it's a huge difference. Now, when I have seen municipal education and the education you are talking about from the way you got it in your municipal school days, it is quite making a difference. But the thing is about knowing the facts that you studied and you still remembering it is marvelous.
And I remember my teachers also, faces also.
Wow, okay. Okay, amazing.
Municipal schools also.
Amazing. So I got to know
So,
that.
What I am telling, I want to tell you is
Right.
what I am today is because of my teachers
Right.
and my parents.
Wow, okay. Amazing. And that's how a life should be brought up, right? The way you have got education, all these different places, whether it be your primary school, your municipal school, your college. And I'm sure you are studied in Vallabh Vidyanagar.
Yes, engineering
Anand, right?
college.
Engineering college.
Now why this giving back to the society?
Yeah.
Now understand, when I was studying in municipal school, the fee was only 1/4 of a rupee. 1/4 of a rupee.
Charano?
Charana.
Right.
And on top of it, every Friday, they would give me lot of sing chana and mamra.
Wow.
Free.
Okay. Right.
On every Friday. That was also I remember.
Right.
Now, where did that money come from? Whose salary, the teachers, who was paying the salary?
Nobody. I mean, how was it managed is the question. Right.
That means the society,
Right.
the corporation, or the government, it spent the money.
Yeah.
But where does the money come from? Their coffers.
Right.
From people like us. We pay taxes.
You're right.
And therefore you pay honest taxes.
Right. Honest taxes. You're right. This is a major question to alarm these days.
Yes. So that you understand the rationale, okay, why you should pay taxes rather than find ways of avoiding taxes
Hiding taxes or not paying it
Paying
completely.
totally.
Right. I'm sure.
as an honest person.
Right. So that was your engineering phase, which which grabbed for you to start this business, or I want to know that did you work somewhere or the other?
I worked for, as I said,
Right.
4 years.
Right. As you said, you worked for 4 years. I expect that all those working phases must have taught you something to empower about your own business.
Yes, certainly.
Right.
When I realized how much wealth the enterprise generated for the owner. But were they paying taxes honestly or not? That I did not know then.
Right.
But I knew for by sure that when I start my business, I will pay, not only pay taxes, but go by the rule book
Right.
in every phase of life.
Yeah, I mean, I have heard and I have even read it that you have done the needful, which was equally important for the society to grow, for your personal life to grow, and for your business to grow as well. So I'm sure it is about understanding all the factors at once.
Secondly, ethics,
Yeah.
following ethics. I did not know, but eventually after 10 years in business, I realized that ethics became a resource.
For you to grow it back.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Wow.
Ethics, you follow ethics personally as well as in profession.
Right.
But the ethics could become a great resource. That I realized much later.
Wow. How about trailing down? It's been 64 years for Bakeri Group,
Yes.
which has nurtured. But you have given 6 decades to this community,
Yes.
whether it be industry, whether it is your personal life. Now, looking down, when the generation has taken over, your further generation, I'm sure your son has, your elder son, and also they are twins, right? Pavan, Mr. Pavan and Miss Pavni, they are twin brother and sisters.
Brother, they're twin brothers.
Twin brothers, yeah, of course. So I'm sure that how do you feel when you see as an MD, as an chairperson, your son getting into this seat? How have you nurtured them?
Well, to be very frankly, I nurtured them by ushering them into the business at the lowest level.
Okay,
So they just grew up
right.
in the organization. And they not only realized the way construction is going on, what you call the nuances of construction,
Right.
but they also understood the principles very deeply, that following ethics, following trust, keeping trust, not following trust, but keeping trust. True to your word, even your lowest employee, if he is not empowered, but even then he says something, you have to own it up.
You have to hear it back and give them compatibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
But you have to own it up,
Right.
even at a loss.
Right. Wow. So this is what teaching looks like. Keeping into them words. I mean,
He
you
is
have-
not authorized.
Right.
He is not authorized.
Right.
But he or she commits something
Right.
to the extent that it is a loss to the company,
Yeah.
but we will honor it.
Wow. Okay. Amazing.
That is the trust the company enjoys.
Wow.
Every lowest employee enjoys the brand and the trust
Right.
that it connotes.
And it is the susceptibility to adjust in the nature where you work upon. Because, see, working owns many hours of your life. But then it should be viable. It should give you back something which is called a peace at heart, that yes, you worked for a good firm, for a good group.
And you create assets for the nation.
Right, right,
And you create so much of employment. You create better living conditions for hundreds and thousands of people.
right,
So there is a immense satisfaction,
right,
what we call Milo.
right.
Are you understand Milo?
No.
The inner soul.
Oh, wow, okay, wow, okay.
That is greatly happy.
Right. And you get peaceful sleeps at
Yes,
night. Yeah.
because you don't worry about anything.
Yeah. I'm sure, sir, today is the moment where our viewers are listening to, for your 6 years or many decades of you in specific words and sentences. You have experienced it all. But now, since you're saying the words out, our viewers are listening to a person who has hardly been seen but always focused upon his work. Now, how do you feel about this retirement phase? I am much interested in that.
You see, one thing, I know retirement does not mean that you completely withdraw from work.
Right.
Mental work keeps on going.
Right,
That is very important.
right,
So I read a lot today also,
right,
and because there are a lot of legacy issues in this business. So I don't meddle with the current affairs, but whatever the legacy issues, that I still look after.
wow,
So that keeps my mind very active, sharp, and millions of connections of neurons.
wow, amazing.
So that you keep dementia and Alzheimer's step far away.
Amazing, and this is your happy living lifestyle these days, which you have cultivated.
Yes.
You know, if you are not working physically, work mentally, but keep working.
Keep working.
That's the soul.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
And I want to die in happiness.
No, no. I wish you all the very best for as many years as you can see and as many lives you can guide upon. So, as we speak about guidance, I'm sure even today, engineering is a faculty, is a cult where most of the young people are thriving their hard lucks to reach out a place, to get a good job, to reach out at a advanced and established company. But those students, those who are still in colleges, can you guide them upon how and what to focus?
See, first thing is what you are taught in these engineering schools has all the meaning. Sometimes you take it for granted that you know everything. But it is very important that you look for the theoretical background. It is internalized. But God lies in details.
Right.
So that is where it is important that you follow the rule book, what you were taught in the colleges, and what is mandated by the authorities, that you follow 100%.
Right. Right.
And still make profit. Maybe your profit is reasonably lower than the competitors because they cut corners.
Right. Right.
But your brand also commands some premium.
Of course. I'm so sure about asking you this question, even if you're physically retired from your position. But I'm sure your next generation has taken up over and doing his work brilliantly. The question will keep on in just few words, and that will be, so where do you see Bakeri Group growing in future? And what are the cons or pros which you want your next generation to focus upon?
Pros and cons.
Yeah. And the growth in the future.
See, whatever one does, if you can be very ambitious also, and they should be ambitious, but not cutting corners.
Right. Not detaching any contacts or corners. I mean, in whatever way is it possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not cutting corners, and never to confront the government or the rules.
Right. Never to surpass the rules which has
Yes,
been made.
yes.
Yeah.
Never to take them for granted.
Right.
Follow them 100%.
And how do you see Bakeri Group growing in next many years now?
Well, it depends on the opportunities and the drive
Yeah.
which Mr. Power Bakeri can inculcate in his employees.
Right.
Because one man cannot do much.
Right.
You need a team, and the team has to be cohesive and absolutely integrated.
Right. Right.
When you come with a salary and then take your salary and go away. That is not the case.
Right.
In my case, people were absolutely integrated,
Wow. Okay. Okay.
sentimentally.
Right. They were attached to whatever they worked for.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you come only for money,
Yeah.
and then as soon as there is a greener pasture, you go away.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that
Not doing that.
not doing that.
Not doing that. I'm sure, and this all the factors which we have spoken up till the time has impacted positively to the group and the company's advancement as well. Apart from talking all these question and answer theories, sir, I want you to emphasize our viewers as well and say out few words on. See, first thing we know is there is not a specific group watching us right now, but there will be many people, many audiences.
Diverse.
So, any positive growth which one has to take up in whatsoever field it may be. But how do you deal your all these 92 years and make sure few words can impact them positively?
See, one thing is, I am a very shy person and a personal, but my commitment to the society is very large.
Right.
So we, in fact, whatever we do with our perseverance or perspiration
Yeah.
or hard work,
Right.
still there is a lot far greater contribution by the society.
Right.
And you must concede very sharply that whatever are like Tatas or even Rockefellers 100 years ago,
Yeah.
the Rockefeller Foundation,
Right.
forget the contemporary philanthropist,
Right.
but what they did,
What they did. What did they think that time, which
Yeah.
is still impacting.
practice,
Yeah.
practice even after 100 years.
Yeah.
So we need to give back to the society and create, even whatever way we like, but a life, a place which will be much better, except for the environment.
Yeah.
Because environment, nobody cares.
Yeah.
No government, no individual, they may be playing lip service only.
Yeah. And they're thinking of self growth and forget the environment topic completely.
Yes.
So that is how we discuss, right? That how is mediocre person or a family is growing. They are only thinking about their own self,
Right.
but do not think about anything which is causing environment harm. And that is because of which the concrete era which we live against is troubling the global warming and such factors too.
You see, yesterday or day before yesterday,
Yeah.
the global temperature is likely to raise by a degree or two
Yeah.
very shortly.
Yeah.
Now that is going to be a great disaster.
Yeah. And you thinking accordingly, I'm sure your group has catered many families till now, and they will still keep on catering always. So it was really glad to speak with you on all the terms. Now I want you to say something to your future generations, be it from your family, starting from your elder son, your children, all three of them. How about your family? How did you deal with them all these years?
See, basically, the resource where, see, my niece,
Niece.
she wrote me a letter. She is an architect
Okay.
in London.
Right.
Now she is back to Ahmedabad.
Right.
But she said, before people know me, they trust me.
Yeah.
That's a contradiction.
Yeah.
People know, before they know me, they give me so much of faith and trust.
Right.
Why? That is because the family name.
Bakeri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is what Bakeri name should stand for values like Tata's.
Yes, of course. And I think that is what we discussed, right, beyond the camera, that Bakeri is a fraternity which serves all of the situational families which we have around our social culture. But then, when builders like Bakeri come in, people have faith in it. Howsoever and whatsoever the building may be, or the community may be, or the statistics may be. But then, one thing it is for sure, and that is your family name.
And that must not be diluted, but on the contrary, more and more in dimensions
Yeah.
should grow.
Wow. It was really pleasure talking to you, sir.
My pleasure.
With all your time and respect, I wish you all the very best. And I wish you can, you can keep on guiding us for as many years as it can be.
Thank you. I don't know whether I am competent to guide or not.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because not just for the industry, not just for newer generations, but for all the experiences you have had till date.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.